As the electoral dust settles this poll season, a massive controversy explodes in West Bengal. Grave allegations made against BJP IT cell chief and co-in charge of the party's state unit in West Bengal, Amit Malviya. Alleged RSS worker Shantanu Sinha accuses Amit Malviya of sexual misconduct in a social media post. Shantanu Sinha is related to BJP leader Rahul Sinha. Shantanu Sinha alleges Amit Malviya asked women to be supplied to him.
I have just raised a question whether the Bengal leadership will keep their post hold by supplying women to the leaders like this is Amit Malviya or other leaders.
Amit Malviya in turn has refuted allegations, alleging attempt made to tarnish his image. Amit Malviya has sent a 10 crore defamation notice to Sinha. Sinha refuses to back down or delete Facebook post. Congress and TMC now demand Malviya step down. No alleged victim till now has spoken. Amit Malviya in alleged sexual misconduct row. Top focus on To The Point. Once again, viewers, the charges, the allegations right now are of maybe sexual misconduct, not of sexual harassment, only of maybe sexually exploiting women, as well as saying that he demanded or women were supplied to him, quote unquote, with what Shantanu Sinha is saying. On the other hand, Amit Malviya has sent a defamation notice saying this man is lying. The RSS, as per our sources, has said he is not part of the RSS. However, Shantanu Sinha, who is the brother of BJP leader Rahul Sinha from West Bengal, has distanced himself on saying that he is still a part of the RSS. So he is not backing down in that sense. I want to cut across immediately Supriya Shrinate, National Spokesperson Congress, who today held a press conference asking that Amit Malviya be relieved of all his official duties. We also have Muhammad Tosafir Rahman from the TMC, and Raghav Avasthi, political analyst. Supriya Shrinate, coming to you. You held a press conference today, Supriya Shrinate, but many would say when you're in a position of power, when you're a political leader, there will be a lot of people who will make a lot of allegations, and your own party is no stranger to that, most of them baseless. Why should, the BJP take anyone seriously until and unless there is no proof?
So thank you for having me on the show, and I don't trivialize these matters. I agree with you, when you're in public life, all kinds of charges will be leveled against you. But Caesar's wife has to be above suspicion, and that's all that we are saying. This post was put on social media almost 72 hours back. We did not talk about it, we did not raise it, I did not speak about it on social media because I expected, as a member of the ruling party, somebody is going to come forward from the BJP, either deny it or take responsibility, ask for a probe, but nothing happened for 3 days. And the reality also is that this man is not backing off. He is a functionary of the RSS. He is closely associated with somebody who is very highly placed in the BJP in West Bengal. And let me also tell you, Preeti, with all due respect to everybody concerned here, the BJP is no stranger to sexual harassment complaints in West Bengal. Kailash Vijay Vargiya, Pradeep Joshi, Jishnu Basu have not just faced sexual exploitation, but rape charges. And please remember, no less than M.R. Shah and Sanjeev Khanna bench of the Supreme Court of India has held up the probe order. So the reality is that one needs to find out. I mean, people, because you're in public life, you can't get away from being probed. And my only simple demand is, he's a very powerful man within the BJP. He's facing very serious allegations. This man is not backing off. He's refused to take his post down. Why should this matter not be probed? And can there be an impartial probe? Can there be an impartial inquiry unless and until this man is not removed from his position? Because he's in a very, very influential and powerful position. He heads the IT cell, which I also, of course, call the fake news factory of the BJP. I have one last point to make, and I think this is an important point that I would like to make here. You know, there are institutions, there are checks and balances in government and in parties. And that should have kicked in. Where is the National Commission for Women? A very serious allegation raised, not for the first time in West Bengal. This man speaks about pornography on social media. He has assassinated people's reputations. He has spread fake news like it's going out of fashion. Why should he not face the might of Indian law? Why is the National Commission for Women silent? Why should they not take suo motu cognizance and order a probe? That's all that we are asking for. दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी तो तभी होगा ना जब जांच होगी. जांच क्यों नहीं हो रही है?
Mr. Nir, I'm going to come back to you. I want to bring in Raghav Avasthi and our TMC spokesperson into the conversation. But, there's also a question mark because it's happened to your own in the party. The likes of B.V. Srinivas and the BJP can turn around and say, you never took action because you said it was internally motivated. So, I'm going to come back to that. But Raghav Avasthi, the sheer fact, let's look at Sandesh Khali. Even before the victims came up, BJP went on a limb to demand the resignation of the Chief Minister of West Bengal. You asked for a free and a fair probe. Now, in the same context, somewhere down the line, because it's happening in West Bengal, if this man in question hasn't come out of the blue from nowhere, he heads one of the most prominent right-wing organizations where the state of West Bengal is concerned. He says that he is associated with the RSS. The RSS still now openly hasn't come out and said that we are not associated with this man or he's not with us. This is all coming through sources where the RSS is saying that we have nothing to do with him. Till now, he hasn't taken down his Facebook post. These are grave allegations, Raghav Avasthi. At least in the spirit of being free and fair, shouldn't Amit Malviya, for the time being, step down from positions like being the IT cell chief and let the probe happen? He can always be reinstated.
I think there is a qualitative difference between that one allegation that you spoke about, because that allegation, am I audible now?
You are audible, sir. Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, so that allegation was actually made by the victim. In this case, there is absolutely no allegation that has been made by the victim. It seems to be some disgruntled former functionary or present functionary, but that doesn't even matter. So as long as the victims are not coming forward.
But Raghav Avasthi, the victims, if you remember, in Sandesh, I just want to correct you. I just want to correct you, and I will give you as much time as you want to speak. I just want to correct you in the capacity that the victims in Sandesh Khali came in much later, possibly, when they had enough confidence to come out. It all started way before. You and I both know that.
Yes. So let me complete my point. So as far as the truth of the allegations are concerned, if at all Mr. Malviya's defamation suit goes to court, then if at all there is no truth to these allegations, then an injunction would be granted in his favor, because that is the famous Bonner rule which has been affirmed by Justice Chandrachud recently in the Bloomberg judgment. And thirdly, and most importantly, West Bengal has a TMC government. So if at all the allegation has to be probed, then why is it that Mr. Malviya's association with the BJP, how is it a problem? The TMC should probe the allegation. And if the TMC-led government, the police which is under the control of the TMC can probe this allegation. And if at all it is found that Mr. Malviya is guilty,
all right, we seem to okay. We're having a problem with Raghav's audio. We're going to try and reconnect to him. But I want to bring in Mohammad Tausifir Rahman, spokesperson TMC. And Mr. Rahman, Raghav Avasthi does have a point. This allegation in particular, the man in question comes from West Bengal. What stops, from the West Bengal police to maybe lodge a suo motu complaint or get that man to lodge a proper complaint with the police and follow it through?
Good evening to everyone. First of all, nothing has been stopped. The action will be taken, and it's a very serious offense. And whenever we talk about BJP, the allegation becomes a question mark. The allegation becomes ki ho sakta hai, hoga, kya hoga, nahi hoga, future mein. It all becomes like that. But you see, I want to give you a point. Shantanu Sinha is a prominent face in BJP office, and you can't let this allegation go in the air like a mist. I mean, this is not the first time where Amit Malviya has been surrounded with such allegations. It is just that it never came on the national television. It is very common with Amit Malviya, and we have some kinds of social media statement which was deleted at that very moment. Now, at one place where Modi is taking oath, on the other hand, his Parivar Log, I want to quote that, his Parivar Log Amit Malviya, who's been quoted as the rapist, and the recruiter by Shantanu Sinha, who's the cousin of Rahul Sinha. I
No,
mean, will you want
Mohammed
to deny?
Tausifir,
No,
I will correct you. Shantanu Sinha hasn't called Amit Malviya a rapist. He hasn't.
no, no.
So don't, no. Let's be in the realms of what the
But
charges are. The charges are not of rape. The charges are not of sexual harassment. The charges can be interpreted as sexual exploitation at best.
sexual exploitation, now allegations. Now, this is the problem. Whenever it is about BJP, I don't know why the national media becomes very soft. I just don't understand. Why can't you guys listen what is the fact and what has happened? I mean, again, you know what happened in Sandesh Khali. The media trial started much before than the court. Much before in the Supreme Court, higher court, lower court, and everywhere. Now tell me, what will be the role of Narendra Modi, whose Parivar Log has been tagged as a rapist and calling all the females?
But who is calling him a rapist? No, sir. The fact is, you put. Okay, 1 second, Mr. Tausifir Rahman. I know, at these times it's become very fashionable to attack the media. But the sheer fact you're having this debate on the channel, I would want to come and ask you who's calling him a rapist, because it is not Mr. Sinha. The charges are of sexual exploitation.
You tell me something. It's not being I'm attacking the national media, attacking you. It's not my role. But of course, I'm sitting as a Trinamool Congress spokesperson. And the more important thing, my sisters in Bengal, they have been harassed. They have been exploited. They have been called inside the hotel. They have been calling inside the BJP office itself. Now, what's happening? I want to know. What is the problem with BJP against Bengal and the people of Bengal? Why are they just after the Bengal people and especially the females? Why do they want to attack the females and give them some names? I mean, they've always insulted and disrespected our sisters in Bengal time by time. Now, Shantanu Sinha is firm with his statement, and he has not removed that statement from last 72 years. Of course, we will go and lodge. The action will take course. But, the media cannot be soft, man. The media has to raise questions.
I'm not getting into the conversation, Mr. Rahman of the media. The sheer fact we are today debating the story and you are on the channel is because the media is not soft. So let's get on with that, and I'll just come back to you. I want to bring in Supriya Shrinate back into this conversation. Supriya Shrinate, I'll come back to the question that I raised. Many a times, similar charges have been leveled against your own office bearers who continue to be in that position despite these allegations. So what's so different there?
It's very different, and I'll tell you why. This woman lodged a police complaint at the behest of Hemanta Biswa Sarma in Assam. We dealt with it legally. The court gave relief and respite to B.V. Srinivas, and the courts prevailed on that matter. That is what is different. The Congress didn't look the other way. The Congress ordered an inquiry of its own. And we found out that it was being done at the behest of Hemanta Biswa Sarma. When the Yatra was entering, when the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra was entering Assam, she had put huge posters. We realized it was politically motivated, but we even then, despite that, we ordered an internal inquiry. This matter went to court. B.V. Srinivas finally got respite from the courts of this country. I did not sit on judgment here and somebody did a press conference and we got respite. That's point one. And point two, Preeti, the reason why we need to debate this and the reason why I want to take a moral high ground on this is that this is about women in politics. You're right. There are no rape charges. There are charges of sexual exploitation. There are charges of sexual favor. There are charges of women workers of the BJP being exploited by senior BJP functionaries. Now, here we are. We want to make politics more participative. We want to bring more diversity. We want to attract half this country's population into politics, which is women. And then if you have these barriers where there is rampant sexual exploitation, favors being called for, women being supplied, it obviously will mar the participation of women in politics. That's the first point I want to make. And the second point I want to make, that the BJP IT cell is not unknown to this controversy. Please remember, the IIT BHU gang rape and the 3 people who have been arrested, Kunal Pandey, Saksham Patel and Anand Chauhan, all members of the BJP IT cell in UP. Dhruv Saxena, who was arrested by the ATS, he was found supplying crucial information to ISI. He was found snooping for ISI in India. Dhruv Saxena was a member of the BJP IT cell. So the question will arise, what kind of people do you employ? What kind of people are running the communication department of the ruling party?
Okay, Raghav Avasthi, she has a point. Because Raghav Avasthi, she has a point. Because it's not just that you value women, you need to at least give out the optics-wise, perception-wise, appear to be valuing or be fair. Now, that's not really happening because still now, both from the Bharatiya Janata Party or even the RSS, there has been complete silence. Why I bring in the RSS is because this man in question, Mr. Sinha, who's leveled these charges and, like I'm just being told, is now currently the president of a prominent right-wing organization, Hindu Samhiti, which has close links with the Bharatiya Janata Party. He joined in 2015, took over as president in 2022 after Devtanu Bhattacharya stepped down to be a BJP candidate from Birbhum. So there is a connect. Now, it's for the RSS and the BJP to come out and say, no, he's not with us. He says he's very much a part of the RSS and the BJP. The question then, Raghav Awasthi, is that will the BJP now be open to a fair probe? And if so, will the likes of Amit Malviya, in the spirit of fairness, step aside and say, let this probe be complete?
So as far as the probe is concerned, the probe doesn't have to be conducted by the BJP. In any case, the BJP has no locus standi to conduct any probe. If at all the probe has to be conducted, it has to be conducted by the West Bengal police, which is conducted
But
by
Raghav Awasthi, no
Mr.
internal
Rahman's
party probe. There has to be a system.
Why should there be a probe? Why should there be a probe when the probe has to be conducted by the West Bengal police?
Okay. I'll come to you, Mr. Tawseef. Allow him to have his say.
What are you talking about?
If the West Bengal police finds that there is a case against Mr. Malviya, they will charge sheet him. And then if a court in West Bengal, because the offence of course has allegedly taken place in West Bengal, if they find him to be guilty, then the court will convict him. But there is the biggest difference here between these cases and all of these cases, that there are no victims that have come forward. And as long as there is no victim that has come forward, it is hearsay evidence. Tomorrow somebody can level a similar allegation against me also, or against anybody who's from any party. So, and nonetheless, having said that, if the West Bengal police feels that there is need for a probe, then there should be a probe. I don't think Mr. Malviya is powerful enough to influence Mamata Banerjee and the West Bengal police. He doesn't hold any position in government.
But Raghav Awasthi, that's a bit of, that's a little escapist because, to say that the BJP doesn't need to conduct an internal probe, it's, that's a little arrogant.
Locus standi. Preeti ji, there is no
Any party can turn around and say that, listen, these are grave allegations, let us internally probe it. Because this man in question is alleging that he's a part of the RSS and connected to the BJP. He's the brother of one of your big leaders, Rahul Sinha, where the BJP is concerned. And what you speak of...
Whoever he is...
Right, go ahead, make your point.
Whoever he may be, the fact is that he is a third party.
Okay.
Whatever he has stated till now amounts only to here.
Raghav Awasthi, did you exercise the same caution during Sandesh Khali? Did you exercise the same caution during Sandesh Khali? Just asking. Curiosity.
Of course, that's why we called for a probe.
Before
agencies.
Before any of the victims came forward? Because if I remember, I had you on the show, sir, way before any of the victims came forward, where these were internal allegations, and you said, in the spirit of fairness, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Awasthi, in the spirit of fairness, you asked Mamata Banerjee to step down.
No, there is a big difference here. Those goons belong to Mamata Banerjee's party. Here, if at all the probe has to be conducted, it is to be conducted by Mamata Banerjee and her police. Let her conduct the probe.
All right.
What difference would it make to her if Amit Malviya is head of the IT cell or not?
Please come in.
Okay. So Priya Srinath wants to come in very quickly. Ms. Srinath, I'll cut across to Mohammad Tawseef Rahman then.
No, by all means go to him. I do believe that, I don't know if Mr. Awasthi is aware, but every organization according to the Vishaka guidelines needs to have internal systems, internal committees in place where people, especially women, who find any sexual harassment in workplace can walk up to. I'm really, really ashamed that BJP doesn't have a system like that. Even in India today, previous organizations that I've been in within the Congress, we have systems, we have committees, which is the grievance redressal cell for women.
Okay, the BJP does have it. Mr. Awasthi is not representing the BJP.
Please set it up.
Right. But BJP doesn't have it. Last question, I will take Mohammad Tawseef Rahman to come to you.
He says the BJP has no locus standi.
Well, he's not part of the BJP. So, all right, he's not representing
Conduct
the...
a criminal investigation. The BJP
Okay.
doesn't have the locus standi or the power to conduct a
Okay,
criminal
I want to get in
investigation.
Mohammed. Last comment, I'm running terribly over time. Mohammed Tausafi Rahman, the question that is asked from the TMC is also that the last time around you had charges similar which appeared against Mr. Vijay Varghese in West Bengal, similarly now of Amit Malviya because he's co-in charge West Bengal. The sources within the party also say these are charges which are fueled by the TMC to create an atmosphere of doubt.
TMC is not a lunatic like Bharatiya Janata Dal party that whoever becomes the in charge and we will go against him and we can bring or create such allegations against the in charge just like they did with Sandesh Khali. But you know what, Preeti, we just wanted a statement from the head of the Parivar, who is the Prime Minister of India. I mean, this is the trademark of BJP. This is nothing new. The BJP has suppressed women always. Does BJP value women and their dignity? I mean, BJP has always taunted the females in Bengal, especially in Bengal. I don't understand why. Now things are coming front and becoming transparent. This is the real character of Amit Malviya, and it will come in front.
Okay.
And
Allow
of course,
me to...
TMC will do its job.
Allow me to end the show. Appreciate you gentlemen for joining us, and Supriya Shrine, thank you there. Well, at least, one would hope that maybe the NCW would step in, or at least, in the spirit of fairness, that action or at least a free and fair probe would take place where Mr. Malviya's role is concerned. Mr. Malviya, once again, and I will say it, on his part has denied all of these allegations. He's even filed a defamation suit against Mr. Sinha, and he is going to take him to court. We leave it at that. Thank you for watching.